1 2 1 2. I can hardly hear anything. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. There we go. 1 2 1 2. Check check check. 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Hello hello hello.
You're good.
Check 1 2. Check.
Well, good evening and welcome to Edgar High School and another Football Friday night here on Zaleski Sports. And we've got a good one for you here tonight. An old rivalry renewed as the Stratford Tigers come here to take on the Edgar Wildcats. I'm Tom King, joined by the voice of Stratford, Mike Steinwagner, and I think we should make it clear to folks listening, if they don't realize already, that even though these two teams are defending state champions from last year, these aren't the same teams that we saw last season.
No, they're definitely not, Tom. They've lost a lot from the senior class from last year. Edgar lost their top running back. Stratford lost their top running back. And Stratford's got a little advantage. They've got their quarterback back from last year and Jack Tubbs. And they've got two offensive linemen to open those big holes for the running backs from Stratford, who put up 313 yards rushing last week.
Yeah, replacing Kohler Kilty and Gavin Leonard, who combined for 40 touchdowns. That's a lot of points that Stratford needs to find someone who could score this year.
A lot of points,
and
definitely.
Edgar, of course, lost, as you mentioned, Carter Butt, and also Colby Weisenberger, who did some nice things for this team last year. And they lost their starting quarterback, who was also starting safety in Tegan Strite. His younger brother takes over the quarterback reins for Edgar this season. And as you mentioned, Jack Tubbs, the coach, Jason Tubbs' son, his second year at quarterback for the Stratford Tigers.
But you know, Tom, Edgar has kind of replaced Butts a little bit. Afflebeck had a great ball game last week against Ladysmith. Carried the ball 18 times for 112 yards. So,
yeah, he got some time last year as a third running back and did some nice things in the second half of games when they were well ahead and they sat Carter down or Colby down. Chase was able to step in and do some nice things, so they're expecting him to be carrying the ball a lot this coming season. We should also mention that Stratford probably has a little revenge on their mind. The only loss they suffered last year was that second week of the season at Stratford, where Edgar put a 40-6 hurting on
that's right,
him.
exactly.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, the offensive unit for Stratford. As we mentioned, senior Jack Tubbs will be the quarterback. The running backs will be senior Reed Miller and senior Alec Chappell. The wideouts, Jet Shanehair, will be Jace Afflebeck, a senior, and Will Hackle, also a senior. The wideouts, Brock Maurer and Leighton Schuett. The tight end is Lucas Stanke, replacing Brett Baumgartner, who did a really nice job for Edgar last year at the tight end spot. Stanke's a junior. And up front for the Wildcats, it'll be Ty Schnelly, Colby Schwarer, Fletcher Weiland, Wade Coel, and Alex Snyder for longtime head coach Jerry Sins. Our game is brought to you in part tonight by our game day sponsors, Greg Gruitz, Miltrim, Werner Insurance, Van Ert, Haugum Law, Simplicity Credit Union, Edgar Lanes, Bame Insurance, DT Bounce Rentals, Edgar Building Supply, Cropping Central, and Edgar Family Restaurant. And as you mentioned, both of these teams were successful last week as Stratford got a win over Mosinee, 30-6. Pretty impressive win, although Mosinee lost a lot to graduation, too, from a very good team last year. But 30-6, Stratford dominated Mosinee. And Edgar went on the road and had a tough game, and they beat Ladysmith 28-20 up in the northwestern part of the state.
And big part of that ball game, Tom, was the interception that Edgar had to put them up actually by a touchdown, and kind of held on to win that ball game.
These, of course, is the first year of revamped conferences, and both of these teams are in the Central Wisconsin Conference, but in different parts. As Stratford in the Central Wisconsin Large, along with Spencer, Marshfield, Columbus, Wittenberg, Burnhamwood, Waiawega, Fremont, Colby, Marathon, Amherst, and Loyal Greenwood. While Edgar is in the Central Wisconsin Small, along with Auburndale, Rochelle, Pittsville, Rapids Assumption, Iola, Scandinavia, Pacelli, and Abbotsford. And as we mentioned, Stratford won the D6 title last year, but because of the competitive rules now with the WIAA, they're moving up to Division 5.
Yeah, they're trying to even these balance these conferences out, and it's, I mean, range-wise, traveling-wise, it's close, but yeah, they want to try to even them out to make things a little more even.
Let's take a look at, take a listen to our national anthem here before we get started for tonight's game. And we're back here at Edgar High School. Some of the other games going on involving Central Wisconsin teams tonight. Rapids Assumption is at home against Pepin Alma. Amherst has a home matchup with Shiocton. Lakeland traveling to Ashland tonight. Marathon's at Auburndale. Abbotsford playing at Colby. Stevens Point Pacelli, a home matchup with Brookfield Academy. Rhinelanders at Hayward tonight. Onalaska playing at Medford. Loyal Greenwood on the road at Neelsville Granton. Spooner at Northland Pines. Spencer Marshfield Columbus traveling to Pittsville tonight. Adams Friendship is at Portage. Hudson at Wausau West. That game at Tom Field tonight. Antigo taking on Sturgeon Bay on the road. Cedar Grove, Belgium is playing at Mosinee. Iola Scandinavia at Wyawega Fremont. And Tomahawk playing at Wittenberg Burnham Wood. Edgar won the toss but deferred to the second half, so Stratford will get the ball first here. And our game is brought to you in part by Fleet Farm. Toyland is now open at Fleet Farm. With their price match guarantee, you'll find a lower toy price. They'll beat it by 5%. You get the best price on a huge selection of toys at Fleet Farm. Toyland is open. Does that mean Christmas is almost here? I can't believe that. It's a beautiful night here at the stadium.
Let's hope that this winter is like it was last year without any snow.
Absolutely. As you can see, Edgar is in green jerseys and white pants tonight, and Stratford in their whites with the orange and black trim. I didn't get to see either one of these teams last week, so I'm going to be interested to see both of these teams in action and see what kind of squads they have. Obviously, as we mentioned, compared to last year's teams, it really isn't fair to compare with all of the talent that graduated. Short kick, going to be taken by one of the upmen at about the 35, breaking a tackle across the 40 to about the 43-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will start their first possession.
You know, Tom, the winning tradition between these two ball clubs, you know, you go back, Edgar has made the playoffs 37 times with a 96-28 overall record in the playoffs, while Stratford has gone to the playoffs 38 times and it has an 85-28. So you got two perennial powerhouses in the state of Wisconsin here.
Absolutely, and that's why we look forward to a game like this, especially early in the season. Non-conference game, technically, even though both teams are in the Central Wisconsin Conference, one in the small part, one in the large. Conference play for both teams begins next week. Stratford comes to the line out of the gun, man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to that man and try the right side, breaking and cutting back and breaking tackles, getting it out across the 45 to the 49. That was Jet Shanehair on the run, taking the ball on a motion play, and was able to pick up positive yardage of about 6. Going to be second down and 4.
Last week he only carried the ball one time for 7 yards last week.
Second down and a long 4 for the Tigers, just shy of midfield. Two receivers, one left, one right. Slot to the left, and they're going to hand it off and try the left side. Big hole, cutting it back, and it's going to be enough for first down yardage. Reed Miller on the carry. Maybe picked up 5, depending on where they mark it. They're going to call it third down. Wow, that's not a good mark at all. Looked like he had the first down.
I thought he had the first down.
Yeah, they're going to mark him short by a half a yard. So third down and very short, just into Edgar territory at the 48-yard line. Still out of the gun. Tubbs is going to hand it off, and first down yardage, powering down inside the 45 to about the 44. That's Miller again. Picked up about 4 on that. And it'll be first and 10 for the Tigers.
Gain of 4 on the play. That gives Stratford first and 10 at Edgar's 44-yard line.
Stratford only threw 9 times last week, so you're going to see two clubs that are going to run the ball a lot tonight.
Yeah, Edgar only threw 2 passes last week, didn't complete any of them, so we'll see if that changes here tonight. They're going to play action this time. Tubbs wants to throw deep, and it's going to be incomplete. A diving attempt. I didn't think there was any way he was able to catch up to that ball, but Jet Shanehair made a diving attempt inside the 10-yard line, but it came up short, incomplete.
And he had his man beat by about a step and a half there, too, but just a little overthrown.
So they take their shot on first down. Now it'll be second down and 10 from the 44. Shanehair is going to go wide to the left. They bring Colton Bright, the other wide receiver, to the near side. Wing left. Shaner comes in motion again, and they're going to try the counter the other way, and that's going nowhere. Edgar sniffed that one out, and in to make the tackle is Ty Schnelly, throwing Miller for a loss of maybe 2 on that.
Loss of 2 on the play. He'll make it
third down and 12. Well, that's the thing. When you take that long pass shot on first down and then you pick up negative yardage on second, it makes it tough now. It's 3rd down and 12 from the 47-yard line. Tubbs out of the gun, man in motion. He's going to throw it. No, he's going to pump fake, inside screen. It's caught, and not much happening.
He's only going to get a yard out of that.
Good defense again. Looked like Jace Affelbeck came up to make the stop. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 11. Let's see what Stratford wants to do here. Looks like they're going to try to punt and pin Edgar deep in their own territory. So Tubbs completed the inside screen, but Affelbeck sniffed it out and dumped the pass receiver for no gain. 4th down and 11, and Stratford will punt. Gavin Maurer and Maverick Butt are the deep men for the Wildcats. Snap is good, and the punt's away. It's a high one. Good punt. And it's going to go out of bounds near the 10-yard line, so Edgar will start deep in their own territory here with their first possession of the game.
Nice punt by Brady Berg. He was our punter last year also and averaged about 39, 40 yards a punt.
Yeah, I was watching them punt in warm-ups, and they were booming them pretty good. They had a couple of guys that were booming them pretty good. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or you can learn more at nicolaybank.com. So it'll be the Edgar Wildcats on offense. Tucker Strite, the junior quarterback, younger brother of last year's starting quarterback Tegan Strite. Maverick Butt will see some time at running back, but Will Hackle and Jace Affelbeck will get the start here. And they're going to hand it off to Affelbeck, and he's not going to get much.
Jace Affelbeck, the ball carrier.
Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, call it no gain.
They're not moving the markers. So
2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. That's going to be different to watch this year for Edgar with the offensive lineman they had last year and then Carter Butt carrying the football. They got positive yardage on almost every play.
Yes, they did.
Very rarely were they thrown for a loss or had no gain.
Yeah, last year, that line just opened the holes for Butt, and it was just like he was shot out of a cannon.
So out of the gun now for Strite. He wants to throw out in the flat. He's got Schuett, and Schuett's going to be knocked down. Got it across the 10 to maybe the 12 or 13. Not much there, but they did complete a pass, something they didn't do at all last week. High percentage pass out in the flat to Schuett. And it'll be 3rd down and about 7. A gain of 3 on that. I mean, Leighton Schuett's a weapon, so, yeah, to not have him catch any passes last week, obviously I think Coach Sins and his staff would like to get Schuett more involved in the offense. He was definitely a weapon for them last year. 4 receivers in the formation this time. Man comes in motion, that's Schuett. They're going to play action, and then Strite's going to keep the football. Now he looks, still looking. Now he's going to try to quit the corner. Now he throws it well out of bounds, and it'll be a 4th down, and Edgar will go 3 and out here, and we'll have to punt it away.
That was a smart move. Otherwise, you're going to have about a 7-8 yard loss there and possibly standing in your own end zone back there to punt the ball away.
7:20 to play here, first quarter, no score.
So it's an advantage for Stratford's defense here, holding Edgar without a first down on Edgar's first drive.
And they should get decent field position. Brock Maurer will handle the punting duty, standing in his own end zone. Snap is good. And the punt's away. It's a line drive. Going to take a bounce and field it at about the 45. And now not much there. Maybe a 4-yard return for Jet Shanehair, but it is going to be great field position for Stratford in Edgar territory at about the 45-yard line. I mean, at the 40-yard line.
Stratford will begin first and 10. And
So he got a 5-yard return out of that, so they've got great field position here.
So the Tigers get their second possession of the game. Great night here for football. I mean, it's a little cool, but the players like that. But not too cool for the fans, who mostly are in shirt sleeves and even shorts out here.
It's better than the temperatures we had on Monday.
Man in motion again. They're going to hand it off. And that's Shane here, and he's wrapped up and dropped for no gain.
No gain.
Making the stop was Ty Schnelly again.
Tackled by Ty Schnelly. No gain.
And call it second down and 10 as Schnelly wraps up Shane here near the 40-yard line. Next week, conference play begins. Stratford will be on the road at Spencer, taking on the Spencer Marshfield Columbus squad, and Edgar will be on the road also as they play at Auburndale. A couple of road games to start the conference season for the Wildcats. This is Tubbs. He's going to keep this one, breaking tackles, but then wrapped up after a short gain. Got it across the 40 down to about the 37 or 38-yard line.
Edgar defense did a great job of game tackling there.
Well, if anybody watched the
films from last week,
Stratford Mosinee game last week, that touchdown that Tubbs ran in, where it looked like he was tackled about 7 times, and he was able to come out of tackles and take it into the end zone. That was unbelievable.
That was unbelievable. I thought he was down on the 20, and he was gone. You
got to make sure you wrap him up, get his legs if you can. Tubbs out of the gun again, 3rd down and 8. Edgar showing blitz here, and they're going to come. They pick it up, and now they're going to throw deep, and it's going to be intercepted. And that is Tucker Strite playing center field back there. The pass was overthrown. Strite breaks a tackle, and then he's going to be dropped back inside the 10-yard line. But the first turnover of the game goes to the Edgar Wildcats as Tucker Strite picks off Jack Tubbs on an overthrown ball, and Edgar will have it 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, Tubbs definitely overthrew that by good 10, 15 yards, and defenders back there playing center field, and it was an easy catch for him.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Schuett's going to come wide left toward the near side. He's the only receiver in the formation. Strite will operate out of the gun. Actually, no, he's under center this time. Now a man splits wide out to the far side. They're going to hand it off and try the left side. And Affelbeck's going to break tackles, take it out. Now the ball is stripped, and Stratford's going to get a touchdown out of this if they say it was a fumble. We'll see. Are they going to say he was down?
I'm not sure, Tom.
I thought I saw one official point to the ground.
You over here signaled touchdown.
Yeah, I think it is going to be a touchdown. Wrench will bring it in for a touchdown as Affelbeck was fighting for yardage. The ball came out. Wrench took it in for the touchdown. So after the interception, Stratford's able to get points on the board here on their turnover.
Yeah, Affelbeck had about 3 yards on that and was just stripped, and Wrench picked her up and ran her in.
So with 5:22 to play here in the first quarter, the Tigers strike first on a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Caleb Wrench
attempting the extra point is Mason Miller.
Snap is good. The kick is up, a low line drive kick, but it's good.
It's good.
And Stratford leads at 7-0. Back in a moment. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Located in Edgar, Wisconsin, Edgar Building Supply operates as a lumberyard and hardware store, assisting contractors, homeowners, and businesses with their building needs varying from roofing and siding to windows and cabinets. Their knowledgeable staff can assist you with planning your project, estimating costs, and drafting blueprints. Get started on your building project today with Edgar Building Supply.
Cropping Central, conveniently located between Edgar and Stratford on County Road N, 715-352-2843. Let Cropping Central take care of your field plans, yield mapping, crop scouting, and crop protection, including hail insurance. Cropping Central, 715-352-2843. and visit them on County Road N, west of Edgar.
And we're back here at Edgar High School. I'm Tom King along with Mike Steinwagner as the Stratford Tigers jump on top. A 15-yard fumble recovery run into the end zone by Caleb Wrench. The extra point gives the Tigers a 7-0 lead. And that's how you get rid of a turnover. You get your own turnover and take it in for a score.
That's right. On the first play.
On the first play, yeah.
Austin Schreiber, Maverick Butt, and Gavin Mauer.
Both of these teams are defending state champions. Stratford won the Division 6 title last year, and Edgar won the Division 7 title.
Can you ever recalling that of defending state champions playing against each other the following year?
I'm sure it's happened, but yeah, it probably doesn't happen very often. Line drive kick, and that's going to go out of bounds. I think, inside the 20-yard line, near the 15, so Edgar will get decent field position to start this possession. Our game day sponsors, Greg Gruitz, Miltrim, Werner Insurance, Van Ert, Haugum Law, Simplicity Credit Union, also the Edgar Lanes, BAME Insurance, DT Bounce Rentals, Edgar Building Supply, Cropping Central, and the Edgar Family Restaurant.
Edgar will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So the Wildcats get the ball back. They went 3 and out on their first possession. They've run 4 plays, 3 and out, and a fumble. So let's see if the offense can get on track here. Schuett's going to go wide right this time. And Brock Mauer is coming to the near side. Strike will operate under center. Offset backfield behind him. Mauer goes in motion now. And they're going to run the option. And now Strike's going to try to make one man miss and got knocked down from behind. He got it out near the 40. He's lucky that ball didn't come out. He was running with it in one hand, and he got hit from behind.
As the old saying, he was carrying it like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, and he was able to hold on and get knocked down at about the 39-yard line. Ended up picking up close to 5 yards on that. Looked like he wasn't going to get anything at all. So he got 5 yards, call it second down, and a long 5, maybe 6.
It must be getting a little damp out there. He lost his footing a little bit out there, and it could be Dew's kind of maybe setting in a little early.
Looked like he was going to try to run the option and then changed his mind and cut it back inside. And it worked out for positive yardage. Second down for the Wildcats. Wing left and Schuett wide to the left as well. They're going to try a quick hitter right up the middle. Not much there. Affelbeck got stood up and driven backwards. He picked up positive yardage out to about the 42. Pickup of about 3 on that. And it'll be third down and a long 3, maybe 4 here for the Wildcats. Looks like one of the Stratford players on the far side walking off the field holding his shoulder. He may be going in to get attended to by the trainer. Edgar comes to the line. It's right under center. They try to pitch to the right side, and that went nowhere. Stratford had that defensed. Maverick Butt on the carry, and he went nowhere. It's going to be fourth down and a long 3, maybe 4 in their own territory. They're probably going to try to punt this away here. Let's see.
Yeah, he's going to lose 2 out of that.
Fourth down and 5 now from the 40-yard line, so Edgar will need to punt it away. So for the second possession, they go 3 and out here.
Brock Mauer in punt formation, deep to receive, Jet Shaner and Brooks Vanderhoof.
So Mauer will stand at about his own 25-yard line to kick this one away. Trying to draw them offside. The snap now comes, and it's going to be blocked. Nobody picked up the Stratford player coming in, and they will have great field position on that block. Punt for Stratford was Connor Kraft, sophomore tight end, and he got in unblocked.
He was like a shot out of a cannon there.
And the ball comes to rest at the 35-yard line, so another short field here for the Stratford Tigers. They lead at 7-0 and have the ball on the Edgar 35. So the Tigers will send two receivers wide left, wing right, and Tubbs will operate out of the gun. He's going to keep it himself, run it right up the middle, slide through a hole, still on his feet.
Still going.
And got down inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down on that run. They're going to mark him short, call it a pickup of 9 on the carry for Tubbs. Going to be 2nd down and 1. That was a designed run for the quarterback, and he had a nice hole to slide through. Two receivers wide to the left. Same formation basically for the Tigers. This time Tubbs will play action, throws a little slant. He's got his man. That's Shane here who falls down, lost his footing inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Gain of 8.
Gain of 9 on the play is going to give Stratford first and 10.
First and 10. They mark it at the 17-yard line as we go down under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Tight formation this time. Edgar showing blitz, and now he had movement.
Penalty flags now.
Like one of the tight ends for Stratford jumped early. It's going to be an offside or an illegal procedure penalty against the Tigers, and that'll back them up.
Well, the officials are questioning us. Maybe it was encroachment. Nope.
One of the Edgar players jumped across. They were showing blitz, but I think it was after the movement up front. So illegal procedure, the call.
Last week, Stratford only had 3 penalties to start out the season. So they're not a team that will be penalized that often.
Tubbs out of the gun again. Receivers left and right. And Tubbs is going to keep it again. Once again, he's got a hole up the middle, and he's going to get it down inside the 20 near the 16-yard line. Got most of the penalty yardage back. Call it a pickup of 5 on the carry for Tubbs, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
It's interesting. Now, each team has had 3 possessions here, and we've only had 1 first down so far in this ballgame.
Not quite sure why the clock was stopped there, but they've started it now. 2nd down and 10. 2 receivers to the far side. Now they shift into a heavily strong side to the left. Tubbs is going to take it to the right, and then that went nowhere. They tried to fake Edgar out by shifting everybody to the left side, and then Tubbs went unprotected to the right, and sliding in to make the stop was Will Hackle, throwing Tubbs for a loss back to about the 24-yard line. That's where you're overthinking a little bit. You try. No one's going to buy. Everybody's shifting to the left side, and
go to the right.
You almost know you're going to go to the right on that. Yeah. So it's 3rd down and long here for the Tigers. 3rd down and about 16. Now they send 2 receivers to the near side. Tubbs is going to throw. He's got a man. It's caught. Shane here catches it down near the 10-yard line. Going to be short of the first down, but it gives them an easier 4th down play here. And that was probably the last play of the first quarter.
The 13 on the play puts the ball at the 10-yard line.
And they're just going to let the clock run out, and that's how this first quarter will come to an end. A fumble recovery for a touchdown gives Stratford the 7-0 lead after 1. Back in a moment, you're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
In the first quarter, your score, Stratford.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
And we're back here at Edgar High School. Second quarter will find Stratford facing a 4th down and short. 4th down and about 3, deep in Edgar territory at about the 10-yard line. Our game brought to you in part by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. So the Tigers hurry up to the line. Full house backfield and then movement. The middle running back in that full house backfield had the wrong snap count. That was Reed Miller, so that'll back him up.
They ran that about 5 or 6 times last week, Tom, and was very successful with that full house backfield.
Yeah, that's Edgar's defense is going to be familiar with that because Edgar ran that a lot last year, especially down inside the opponent's 20-yard line. But it's going to be 4th down and about 8 now. So that certainly changes your play call, I would think. Yeah, they're going to line up in the gun now and send 2 receivers to the left. Wing right for Tubbs. Edgar showing blitz. They want to come. Tubbs is going to throw it to the end zone. He's got a man. It's going to be caught. That's a touchdown. The defender went up too early. The defender was there. That was Gavin Maurer, but I think he jumped a little bit early, and the pass feathered over the top of him, and it's going to be a touchdown. And that's going to be, what, about an 18-yard touchdown pass for Jack Tubbs.
Well, they're saying a 15 here, Tom. Or was it? No, I would say 18.
Didn't see who caught that pass. Did you catch who caught that one?
I thought it was Colton Bright.
Okay.
Number 9.
So the extra point kick is up, another low one, and this one is going to be good. And it's 14-0 Stratford. We'll take a break and come back with more. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Warner Insurance Agency is a family-owned insurance business that has been helping customers with all of their property and casualty insurance needs for 3 generations. Let Warner Insurance help with your small business, farm, home, auto, and recreational vehicle insurance needs. Warner Insurance, proud supporter of the Edgar Wildcats. At BAME Insurance Agency, our staff has a genuine interest in finding insurance solutions for you. We'll make finding insurance easy for you by shopping and comparing quotes from multiple companies. As an independent agency, we are a more flexible and competitive option and will tend to your present needs, while also anticipating any changes in your future. BAME Insurance, providing high-quality insurance in central Wisconsin since 1938.
And we're back here at Edgar High School. The touchdown pass was caught by junior Colton Bright on a beautiful pass from Jack Tubbs, feathered over the top of the defender. And it gives Stratford a 14-0 lead here with 11:54 to play in the first half.
Reed Miller teeing it up, deep to receive.
So Stratford able to take advantage of some short fields, and the Edgar defense giving up 2 touchdowns, and the offense doesn't have a first down yet, so they've got to figure something out here.
Yeah, the defense for Stratford has just been fantastic tonight, as just like a lot of gang tackling there, and it's like, well, let's go to the left side and have a party.
So the Wildcats will get the ball back here. High booming kick back near the 5-yard line, and bringing it ahead across the 15, across the 20. Carrying tacklers out near the 30-yard line. Maverick Butt takes it out to about the 30-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will have it, 1st and 10 from there. Edgar has rushed the ball 4 times for 6 net yards. And Tucker Stride 1 of 2 through the air for 3 yards. Shewitt split wide to the near side. They're going to hand it off. And the positive yardage, that's Affelbeck out across the 35 to maybe the 36.
Tackled by Alec Chapel.
Pickup of about 6 on that.
6 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4. Shewitt wide to the near side again. Stride under center, offset backfield behind him. And he wants to throw. Straight drop. He wants to throw it deep. It's going to be well overthrown. Double coverage out on Leighton Shewitt, and the pass was overthrown by 5 or 6 yards. Incomplete. Going to be 3rd down and 4.
And it's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he decided he was going to throw that no matter what. And they want to try to get Shewitt the ball if they can, but he was double covered out there. And
well, they've thrown one more time than they did all last week.
well, and I think they need to get the ball to Shewitt, but maybe more, high percentage passes across the middle, maybe some slants, and let him do something after the catch.
Stratford is clogging that middle up. They've got to open it up somehow.
They're going to hand it off to Affelbeck again, and he's tackled almost immediately. Falls forward for maybe 1 or 2 on the tackle. Caleb Wrench. Going to be 4th down at about 3. Again, still looking for their first down of the evening. I think you got to probably go back quite a few games to find an Edgar team looking for their first down this late in the game.
After 4 series.
Yeah. So Maurer will punt it away here. Snap is good. This one they get away, they block it, and it's a beauty. Driving the man back, Shane here all the way back to the 20-yard line. He called a fair catch there, and it'll be Stratford football at their own 20. Great punt right there by Brock Maurer.
Stratford will start 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So 10:09 to play first half. Stratford leading 14-0, and they have the football back 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Our game brought to you by our game day sponsors, Haugum Law, Simplicity Credit Union, Edgar Lanes, BAME Insurance, and DT Bounce Rentals. We appreciate their support. Edgar traveling to Auburndale next week. We'll have that game for you. And Stratford on the road as well, taking on Spencer Marshfield Columbus. You'll be able to watch both of those games here at Selesky Sports. So Jack Tubbs will operate out of the gun once again. 2 receivers split wide right. Tubbs wants to throw, and he wants to throw deep. And it's going to be intercepted by the Wildcats, bringing it back inside the 35 and falling ahead inside the 30. Once again, the pass overthrown just a touch.
Gavin Maurer with the interception.
And Gavin Maurer will pick it off.
Gavin Maurer with the interception.
2nd interception tonight for Jack Tubbs.
27-yard line where Edgar will have it 1st and 10.
And now the Wildcats will have a short field as they have it 1st and 10 on the Stratford 27-yard line.
Yeah, Jack ended up throwing 2 touchdown passes and an interception last week. Now he's got 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions.
So it'll be a full house backfield, and now we get a penalty flag thrown.
Penalty flag down.
Didn't seem like there should be a delay of game call, but that's usually the call from that spot on the field. Or is it going to be against Stratford? They have too many men on the field? Too many men on the field?
4, 6. Yep,
Yeah, they
12,
had
12, yep, 1 too many.
Too many men on the field. Penalty against the Tigers will give Stratford a free 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 5.
5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 5.
Yeah, back judge, the only penalties he calls, I think, are that and delay of game.
Day of games.
And it couldn't have
And
been
maybe pass interference.
It couldn't have been delay of game. It was too quick for that. So full house backfield on 1st and 5, Stride under center. And they're going to hand it off and down inside the 20 to about the 19 on the carry.
Getting 3 on the play and make it 2nd and 2.
You almost feel like the Wildcats really need to get some points on the board from this possession and take advantage of that turnover as we go down near 9 minutes to play in the first half, and they're down 2 scores.
Yeah, even if it's a short field goal, they need to score.
Full house backfield. This is Butt again breaking a tackle, and I think he's going to have the first down, getting it down near the 17-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. And it will be a first down for the Wildcats. Ball marked at the 17-yard line.
9:07 of the second quarter, and he finally get their first down.
Edgar, first down.
Tom, who had that carry on that one?
That was Maverick Butt again.
Okay.
And they'll come to the line. Straight under center. They're going to stick with the full house backfield. Stratford playing a lot of men in the box, and it worked as there was no place to go. You almost know they're going to run out of that formation. It was Maverick Butt on the carry. I don't think he got anything on that. Actually might have lost a yard. Going to be second down and 11. Stratford loaded up the box that time with defenders, and there was no place for Maverick Butt to run. Second down and 11 here for the Wildcats. Ball at the Stratford 18-yard line. They stick with the trips backfield. Schuett split wide to the near side. They're going to give it to Affelbeck and try to get around the left side. Cut back. He's got a hole. Got it down inside the 15 to maybe the 12. And that's a pickup of about 5. Going to be third down and 5 now.
You go back to when both these teams were in the Marewood Conference. The winner of this usually won the Marewood Conference.
Yeah, now they're on separate brackets of the Central Wisconsin Conference, a reformed conference. No Marewood Conference anymore.
Yeah.
It's still Marewood. It's still Marewood.
Oh, technically it is still Marewood, we're told?
Marewood / Central Wisconsin.
I see. Okay. says the old Marewood Conference guy. Okay, all right. I like it. Marewood / Central Wisconsin Conference.
There you go.
Affelbeck's going to take the handoff, and he breaks a tackle. Maybe got
He's
one or two
close
on that. Going to be short of the first down. Going to be fourth down and a couple.
Tackled by Caleb Wrench along with Walker Weiss.
The question is, does the WIAA still know that the Marewood Conference exists?
And who's the commissioner of it?
Fourth down and 2. And we're going to get a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
We had a little meeting with the team.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Van Ert Electric is an established leader in the electrical industry in the upper Midwest since 1964, with 5 locations in Wisconsin and a sister company in Michigan. We offer our customers a broad range of services from electrical construction, telecommunications, process controls, HVAC controls, thermal imaging, and arc flash evaluations for your industrial and commercial.
And we're back here at Edgar High School. And a very important play here for the Wildcats. Good timeout taken by Coach Jerry Sins and his squad to talk about this one. Fourth down and 2. They trail 14-0 here with 6:42 to play in the first half.
Actually, Stratford took the timeout.
Did they really?
Yes.
All right. Well, maybe it was a smart timeout for them as well, because they'd like to keep Edgar off the scoreboard here. So fourth down and a couple. Edgar huddling up after getting the play on the sideline. Now they'll come to the line. And they've got the full house backfield once again. Will Hackle, Jace Affelbeck, Maverick Butt. Straight under center. Stratford loading the box again. Strite's going to roll out and look to throw. Throws it into the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. The receiver fell down. The Edgar fans wanted an interference call, but I think he just fell down on that, and the pass was well overthrown anyway. So they were trying to catch Stratford napping and loading the box there against that trips backfield, and the receiver well covered in the end zone. The pass incomplete, and Stratford takes over on downs.
You know, when that play, before that play started, I thought to myself, maybe they'll fake it and quarterback keeper on the right-hand side. Well, it was half and half.
Stratford had that well defense, too, that,
yes,
Strite wasn't able to get the corner there. He had to throw the ball away into the end zone. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 9-yard line. Tubbs is going to hand it off. Now a cut back to the middle of the field, powering out across the 10 out near the 14.
Shane, the ball carrier.
Shane here on the carry. And a pickup of maybe 5 on that.
By Lucas Stockey and Will Hackle. 8-5 on the play will make it 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5 for the Tigers. Full house backfield for the Tigers this time, and a quick hitter. Not much there.
Reed Miller, the ball carrier.
Reed Miller maybe picked up a yard on that. Going to be 3rd down and maybe 4.
Lucas Stockey. 8-1 on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4. I think maybe Stratford would like to maybe keep it on the ground here. Tubbs has had a couple of picks now. They hand it off again. I don't think he got there.
I think he's short.
That was Reed Miller on the carrier for 2. It's going to be short by a yard. 4th down and 1.
83 on the play is going to bring up 4th and 1.
And looks like Stratford's going to punt this away.
Brady Berg.
Yep, Brady Berg.
So the Wildcats should get decent field position with under 5 minutes to play in the first half now. And the Edgar defense isn't convinced that they're going to punt this yet. They brought the deep men back up, and now they'll send them back. They wanted to make sure they lined up in punt formation before they committed. And the punt's away. Going to take a bounce and fielded by Maverick Butt near midfield. Stutter stepping across inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. So the Wildcats will have the football in Stratford territory with 4:17 to play in the first half and all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Our game brought to you in part by Visit Marshfield. Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest. Don't miss the 32nd annual Maple Fall Fest this Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com. Follow them on Facebook as well. So Edgar will send out Shuett wide left. They've got a wing left as well. Strite's going to operate out of the gun with 2 backs next to him. And they're going to hand it off and try the right side, and that's Hackle. Powering was down at about the 37, a pickup of 4 on the carry for Will Hackle, and it will be a 2nd down and 6. Shuett wide left. Breaking tackles, but now a flag flies in, and that's probably going to be a hold behind the play. It's a face mask, but I think it's probably a hold as we have an injured Stratford player down on the field. Injured Edgar player down on the field. It is going to be a penalty against Stratford. It's going to be a face mask, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Wildcats. And while they tend to the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3:32 to play first half. Stratford leading 14-0. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Make your next event a memorable one with D&T Rentals. Choose from several inflatable bounce houses, obstacle courses, and water slides. Or make a splash in our dunk tank. We also offer tents, tables, and chairs for the perfect party package. D&T Rentals is a family business who serves all of central and northern Wisconsin. We set up and pick up for a hassle-free experience. Visit us online at dntbouncerentals.com or call 715-892-0959 today.
Edgar Lanes is a proud sponsor of Edgar football. We offer a wide range of youth and adult leagues, tournaments, fundraisers, and bowling parties. Also, try our delicious homemade pizza or something off the grill. Edgar Lanes, where friends and family come to meet.
And we're back here at Edgar High School. The injured player is up on his feet now, but it looks like he'll have to be helped off the field. So I don't know if that's Affelbeck, the running back. I don't know if he rolled his ankle. He's not putting any weight on that right leg. And that would be a huge loss for the Wildcats if he is done for the night, as Chase Affelbeck, who carried the football on that run and picked up first down yardage. Penalty against Stratford puts the ball down on the 22-yard line. A first down for the Wildcats with 3:32 to play in the first half. You always hate to see that with a senior player having an injury that, those ankles.
Especially the second ball game of the year.
Well, those sprained ankles can hang around too. They don't heal quickly. And if you're a running back, that's kind of tough.
After the run and penalty, Edgar will have it 1st and 10.
So, Wildcats have the football 1st and 10 on the Stratford 22. They still have all 3 timeouts remaining. So Hackle's in there at running back now with Maverick Butt. Straight under center. Shewitt wide to the far side. And they're going to try the counter play, and some running room. Breaking a tackle down inside the 15. And on the carry was Gavin Maurer. They tried that counter play, and it worked, picking up positive yardage. Got about 8 on that. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. Gavin Maurer showed a little burst there.
Yes, he did.
2nd down and a couple for the Wildcats. Shewitt comes wide to the near side. Stride will operate out on the gun with the 2 running backs side by side next to him. They hand it off. They try Hackle again, or make that, I think it's Hackle down near the 10-yard line. So Hackle on the carry down near the 10. That's going to be enough for a first down for Edgar right at the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10. Clock moving, 2:19 to play here in the half. Shewitt goes out wide left. He takes one man with him out there. Single coverage. And Shewitt's taller than most of the defensive backs that are going to try to guard him. They hand it off, and it's going to be no place to run that time for Maverick Butt. He got slowed, and then that allowed the Stratford defenders to come in and take him down for a loss.
Yeah, he got caught back about 3 yards deep there. He lost his balance and had no place to go.
Wildcats will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here and remind you once again that our game is brought to you by our game day sponsors, Greg Gruitz, Miltram, Werner Insurance, Van Ert, Haugum Law, Simplicity Credit Union, Edgar Lanes, BAME Insurance, DT Bounce Rentals, Edgar Building Supply, Cropping Central, and the Edgar Family Restaurant. Tom King along with Mike Steinwagner, Rachel Zaleski, our producer-engineer here tonight from Edgar. And Stratford has been in command so far, leading 14-0, but the Wildcats trying to put some points on the board here before halftime. Have it 2nd down and goal from the 13-yard line. Actually, maybe closer to the 14-yard line. We were discussing the old Merriwood Conference, and we were told during one of our breaks that the athletic directors of the teams that in the Central Wisconsin Conference decided they wanted to keep the Merriwood Conference name as part of this. So the WIAA apparently told the conference commissioner that they could name it whatever they wanted, so they decided to name it the Merriwood/Central Wisconsin Conference to keep that Merriwood name alive. And let's face it, Merriwood is one of the bigger, especially in football, bigger conference names.
Now the Merriwood's still going to be in the basketball yet, right?
You're probably correct on that. But for football, I mean, Merrill had always been a strong football
exactly.
conference over the years, and they just didn't want that to go away.
Well, look at the state titles just between these two teams.
Right. All right, it's going to be second down and goal from the 14. Straight out of the gun. Play action. He wants to throw. Has time. Looking. Still looking. Now he pulls it down, and he throws it. It's going to be incomplete. Short hops his intended receiver, Maverick Butt. It would have been well short anyway. Strite had to avoid the sack by getting rid of it there. But that's great coverage downfield by the Tigers, as Strite had all the time in the world to throw, but nowhere to find an open man.
If that would have been caught, it would have been back to the original line of scrimmage anyway.
So just one completion so far tonight for the Wildcats, 1 out of 5 through the air. And that was that little pass out in the flat
for 3 yards.
Shoot, for 3 yards early in the game. So they haven't been able to find anything downfield yet. And they have it now third down and goal from the 13 with 1:52 to play in the half. And Strite wants to throw again. Play action, he throws, and it's going to be caught inside the 5, but it goes out of bounds as the pass completed to Gavin Maurer. And they got it down inside the 5-yard line to about the 4. Pick up of 9 on that. So it's 4th and goal now from the 4-yard line. So when you had Carter Butt in the backfield, this was an easy call. You just gave it to Carter Butt and let him run behind a couple of those big linemen, and chances were good you're going to get into the end zone. They don't have Carter Butt, and they don't have a couple of those big linemen anymore, so let's see what they decide to do here. Affelbeck out with an injury as well. Strite's going to be under center for this play. He's got the full house backfield back there. And they're going to try a quick pass. Now Strite being flushed out of the pocket, just going to throw it up into the end zone. It's going to be pass interference in the end zone. Schuett got held as the coverage was good, but a little too good, as Leighton Schuett got held in the end zone. As Strite just threw it up for grabs there, tried to get rid of the football and hope something happened in the end zone, and it did. Pass interference is going to be the call against Stratford, and so Edgar will get another shot at it.
There was 4 defenders around that receiver, and they landed up bumping into him.
Somebody got a little handsy, I think.
Yes,
it looked like he got grabbed and couldn't make a move. Not that it would have helped, but
That's going to put the ball at Stratford's 2-yard line.
So it'll be 4th down and 2. Yeah, it's not like the pros where it's an automatic first down. It's still going to be 4th down, but they get it half the distance to the goal. It's going to be 4th down and a goal from the 2. The full house backfield, Maverick Butt, Gavin Maurer, and we're going to get a timeout called by Stratford here again. So Stratford will take the timeout. We'll keep it right here. Looking ahead for these teams.
Correction on the down in high school, that is not an automatic first down.
So it's going to be Stratford taking on Spencer Marshfield Columbus, as we said, on the road next week. And then they get a couple of home games, Wittenberg, Burnham Wood, and WIAA Fremont. They go to Colby and Marathon on back-to-back weeks, and then finish with Amherst at home, and then a game with Loyal Greenwood. Edgar will play back-to-back road games the next couple of weeks at Auburndale and at Rosholt. They've got a home game with Pittsville September 20th. They go to Rapids Assumption on the 27th. Iola Scandinavia here and Pacelli here, and then finish the season on the road at Abbotsford.
Tom, I was just looking at a couple scores here. You were talking about Loyal Greenwood. Loyal Greenwood has beaten Neilsville Granton 26-0 in the second quarter. And Brookfield Academy is beating Pacelli 28-6 in the second.
Well, we're hearing that a few of these teams are having numbers problems this year, that some of these schools just don't have a lot of guys coming out for football.
Exactly.
And that's a problem.
Yes, it is.
All right, here we go. 4th down and 2 for the Wildcats. Can they punch something in here before halftime? They're going to hand it off, and they're not going to get there. Great defense by Stratford. The ball is loose. And now they lateral it back, and now they throw it out. It's going to be incomplete. They kept the play alive. I think he was down anyway, but the ball came out, but they're going to say that's an incomplete pass. Edgar got another shot at it as they recovered the fumble, And the strike had an open man. He threw it, but he short hopped the intended receiver. But good defense by Stratford stopped that run from going anywhere. And the Tigers take over on downs for the second time tonight at the 2-yard line with 1:29 to play in the half. So the Wildcats have had a couple of chances here in this first half of football to put some points on the board and have been turned away twice inside the Stratford 20-yard line. Tigers will hand it off, quick hitter, and powering it out across the 5 to about the 7 or 8. On the carry for Stratford was Jet Shane here. Call it 5 on the carry, and it'll be 2nd down and 5. Taking as much time as they can in the huddle. Probably have to run this play and one more to run out the clock, and they're going to hand it off again. Another quick hitter that doesn't get much, maybe a yard. On the carry that time was Caleb Wrench.
Caleb Wrench, ball carrier.
Picked up a yard. And Edgar's going to take a timeout here with 40 seconds to play in the half. Well, the Wildcats will go in at halftime, and Jerry Sins and his staff will have to talk about making some adjustments and trying to get something going offensively. They just haven't been able to do much tonight. The Stratford defense selling out against the run, and it's been successful.
Yeah, the pass has not been successful as, they've completed, 2 passes for Edgar tonight, and the running game just is not there. And now with Affelbeck out, it hurts your chances right there.
You're almost going to have to throw a little bit just to get Stratford to loosen up. They're playing 9 or 10 guys down in the box. They've got single coverage on Schuett, but the question is, can they get Schuett the ball in space where he can do something with it? And I would imagine they'll try at halftime to set up some kind of plays to get him more involved. All right. Stratford will huddle up out of the timeout, and this will probably be the final play of the half unless Edgar wants to stop the clock again. It's 3rd down and 4. And now that'll back him up. Flag is thrown at about the 2-yard line. You haven't seen a signal yet. They're asking Edgar what they want to do. They'll probably decline it and set up a 4th down and a punt. So they decline the penalty, and that sets up a punting situation for the Tigers, punting from deep in their own end zone. So now you got to hope maybe you can get a block. Sell out for a block punt here.
And the thing is, Brady Berg's going to be backed all the way back to that end line back there. Not much room.
Brady Berg in punt formation, deep receive.
So now the guy that's usually invisible, the long snapper, is important as well.
Yes.
Making a good snap here and giving him time to punt that football. Snap is a little bit high. The punt's away. And a fair catch called. No, Maverick Butt's going to take it. They fake the reverse. And Maverick Butt still on his feet and gets down near the 20-yard line. So the Wildcats will at least have a shot here with 24.8 seconds to play in the half and 1 timeout remaining. Is there a flag on the play?
No. Oh, way in the end zone.
It didn't look like they had anybody running into the kicker. That's usually the penalty flag that's thrown. Going to be a chop block called against the Tigers, and that'll be added on to the end of the run. but have not been able to cash anything in as of yet. Strite will operate out. He wants to throw. Straight drop. He's got time. He throws. He's got Schuett down near the 5-yard line.
And the clock stopped.
He was able to get out of bounds. And it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 5 on the pass completion to Leighton Schuett. I got to believe they're going to try to find Schuett in the end zone, and Stratford's got to be thinking that as well, so they'll probably have double coverage on him. Schuett, though, is he's listed at 6'3", and he's usually taller than the guys covering. They got single coverage out there, and they're looking for him. They're going to throw it to the corner of the end zone. It's going to be incomplete.
There was a lot of bumping there. I was watching that.
Strite had to throw that on the run and across his body, and he couldn't get a lot on that. It's going to be 3rd down and goal now from the 5 for the Wildcats. 13.6 seconds remaining in the half. Strite now 3 out of 8 through the air for 17 yards. But it won't matter if they can get one here. Schuett to the near side. They want to throw again. The blitz comes. They pick it up. And now Strite's going to throw it up into the end zone. He's got a man. It's going to be incomplete. The ball hung up a little bit too long. And Schuett was there. The defender got there just at the last moment to knock it away. And it's going to be 4th down and goal now from the 5 with 5.5 seconds to play.
Timeout, Edgar.
Once again, Strite couldn't get all that he wanted on that pass as he was under pressure.
He still threw that a long way for being off balance.
Yeah, and Schuett was open for a moment, but the defender was able to close and knock it away at the last moment. Last timeout called by the Wildcats here with 5.5 seconds remaining in the half. Trying to get some points on the board here before halftime. And one of the Wildcats slowly coming off the field under his own power, though. That's Gavin Maurer. Looks like he's all right. Is he going to stay in the game?
I don't know. He's got his helmet off.
So the Edgar coaches surrounding their offense here, trying to come up with a play that gets them in the end zone here. I wouldn't think they're going to try a field goal. They want to get 7.
What would you do, Tom? Do you want to get the points on the board or go for it?
Well, they graduated their kicker, so they've got a new kicker, and I haven't seen him kick, so I don't know what kind of capabilities their place kicker has. I think you want to try to get 7 here.
Well, in fact, last week, Reed Miller came in for Stratford and booted a 30-yarder and still had 10 yards left on that when he booted it. So he's got a little stronger leg than what his brother Mason has.
Stratford wins a state championship on a field goal.
Yeah, exactly.
That surprised everyone, right?
The funny part about that is that game was ended with no time on the clock, and we ended the second half with no time on the clock, and Miller kicks a 30-yarder. Now, what are the chances of that?
Indeed. All right, let's see what the Wildcats come up with here. 4th down and goal from the 5. Final play here of the first half. You would think it would be the final play of the first half.
Well, defensive penalty.
They got 3 receivers stacked to the near side, and now Stratford's going to take a timeout. They didn't like that. The coverage they saw there. They had 3 receivers stacked to the right, and they had another receiver, Kason Ristow, split out wide left.
Their 6'9" guy was way out left.
Oh, yeah, he's listed at 6'9". Kason Ristow, a senior, listed as a linebacker, tackle, or tight end.
He plays everywhere.
And the basketball coach is saying, don't get hurt.
That's right, exactly.
Our game brought to you in part by Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. You can learn more at nicolaybank.com. Boy, the last, 45 seconds of this first half have taken about a half an hour.
Yeah, the game was moving right along. I mean,
All right, Stratford has gathered their defense, and they know what they want to do here. They're going to send Ristow, the 6'9 guy, out far left, single coverage out there. 3 receivers stacked here to the near side. Will they try to just throw it up and let Ristow try to out-jump his defender? Stratford showing blitz. Strite has time. Throws into the end zone, incomplete. He overthrew his intended man, who was well covered anyway.
And we have 7/10 of a second left.
So Stratford's going to have to snap the football here. They take over on the 5-yard line, and we'll have to snap the football to end the first half. Strite tried to find Gavin Maurer just across the end zone line, and he was well covered, and the ball was well out of his reach. So the Tigers will come to the line, snap the football, and that'll be the end of the first half. And that will do it. So the Stratford Tigers put 2 touchdowns on the board. One was a defensive touchdown on a fumble recovery early in the game, and they lead it here at halftime by a score of 14-0. We'll take a break, come back, get you some numbers from the first half as well when we come back, and we'll also have a halftime feature from Jason Zaleski as well. 14-0 Stratford here at halftime. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
50-50. The winning number is 7-7.
Ready, begin!
They play physical. They play physical. We have to be able to match them. We have to be able to pound it. We have to do that on both sides of the ball. Okay? I talked about it. The worst thing is to sit there and think, what if? Worst thing is to sit there and think, what if, right? What if we didn't have all those stupid penalties, the last couple weeks at practice? Probably would have been cleaner tonight, right? What if we didn't have, issues, hand the ball off? Just things like that. What if we didn't have those issues?
Gavin, then you got man. So you take 2 steps forward, okay? You got man on that guy. You got man on that guy. Big Billy. You got man on this right end. Man on that guy.
It's a good practice. I might turn.
Steve, what do you want me to do?
You guys are blitzing and then you're just free. You can.
Oh, yeah. Ready.
We're good.
Hey, yeah, cross, but your goal is just to take a block.
I got fell. Oh my God. I was like literally ran him over.
Okay, ideally, your job is to take a block.
Yeah. I was on touch.
You don't need to do that.
That's a problem.
Well, look at me. Ready.
Ready.
That's not it, buddy.
Ready.
Okay.
Give him another chance. Give him another chance.
Your center here.
Okay, you ain't that way.
Hey, it's about executing when you're asked to here. Stepping up.
Love it. Clap it up. Good week of practice. Okay. Now, like we talked about, we don't want to build up games too much, but we want to start 1-0. All right. We want to make sure we're going there, and no matter what, we hang our hats on physical play. Okay. Physical play. Right. Making sure that they feel who they played in that game. All right. That's our goal. Every play, we're trying to play physical. Hit a guy hard. Do your job. All right, coaches?
Go along with the equipment, fellas. Eye black. No excessive eye black. I don't want to have to worry about somebody running inside.
I already see your face. No, you're not doing it.
That's right. It's directly towards you, being
just hiding down there.
No, directly. I don't want to have to worry about you wiping off your makeup before the game. Okay, I'm worried about coaching and playing against Chippewa Falls, not about what you got on your face.
Here from AJ, he's going to talk about his story, his message, which is about finish. So, like I said a little bit, I know AJ from being at Kohler, and he's done a lot in his life around sports, specifically basketball, a lot of hoops. But he's been around sports. He's done that for a long time in a lot of different capacities. So he'll share his story here.
For Whitewater men's basketball, a national championship is the goal. A goal shared by players, coaches, and especially student manager A.J. Bocchini.
He's without question one of the most passionate people I've ever seen.
Don't place any limitations on what you can do. Never quit on any situation. Always strive to make a positive impact on others. Surround yourself with good people and help not yourself, but more importantly others along the way. Lastly, remember to work hard to finish every day.
take out, man, a full 9 months of hard freaking work. You got to earn everything. Now we see, what did we earn these last 9 months? Okay? What did we earn? Right? We come out, we play smash football. Every play, new finishing contact. Every play.
Short kick caught at the 11-yard line by Johnny Matthews. He'll cut to the right sideline, 30, 40, 35, brought down just past the 35-yard line. Chandler's going to roll right, look to throw. He's got some time now. Off balance throw, overthrew his man, incomplete. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3 and out. Rolling left is Potter. He's going to look to try into the corner. He's going to get hit. And it's going to be in. It's a rule. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. And all the way down inside the 20 is Owen Vandenelsen. Madalena the back off to the left. 3 receivers, top of your screen. Man in motion. Fakes the jet pass. Chandler's going to break an ankle, keep it himself. Diving for the 5, spinning to the goal line. And they're going to mark him just short. Everyone else tight to the formation. Chandler keeps it himself, driving for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown. Smash. Looking to throw. And he throws through the hands of the defender, then through the hands of the receiver, and it's incomplete. 9:26 to go, 4th down and 10. The smash offense staying out there. Trips receivers, bottom of your screen. Chandler rolling right, pressure coming backside. Gonna look to throw, get deep, got a man wide open. Got his man inside the 5 to the end zone. And he's in, touchdown. Cole Miller. 34 yards to Miller, and on 4th down, he did the out and up and scored with ease. High, side spiraling kick. The call, that's off him again, but he's able to hang on this time. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, 40, 45, 50. Runs through a tackler, inside splash territory, back to the 44-yard line. Brett Christo's got his hand in the dirt. Potter to throw, looking up the seam. Underthrown, what a catch! And into the 10-yard line is Sam Hebert on a gain of 34. In double wing, everyone else tight to the formation. LeMay is going to get the sweep cutting right. Jump cuts back in to the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown. Motion across the formation. Chandler looking to throw, rolling right. He's got time. Now he's going to flush back left, off his back foot, throws it short, and it's going to be intercepted. And that'll take us to the half. We have played 1 half of football here on Zaleski Sports, week number 1. 14-7 smash opening night.
It's an I want to tackle. And then pre-snap, when you're getting ready in your stance, you better, your mindset is I hope they run the ball here. Got it? I'm going to make the tackle. It's not, oh crap, I hope they run away from me. You understand? I just know what you guys can do, and we're not there right now. Okay, we're not there right now. Okay? We don't, it's not that they're a bad team, it's just that they're giving us the look Sweet 10, right? They're in Final 5. Have they been tight at all? Inside the goal line, yeah. On the goal line, right. That's what we told you. They might go tight on the goal line, and they're going to dive inside. Okay, it's everything that we talked about, so we just got to execute the game plan. Okay, we got to execute the game plan there. All right. We told you they're going to blitz. They're going to play fast. They're going to hit hard. For how they're a little smaller, but they're strong and athletic. Okay, so we got to be able to match them, right? Now again, if we keep pounding, pound, and we play physical, like we talked about, now in the 3rd, 4th quarter, that's when they start getting more tighter too.
It is not. It's going to be a dive play. Matthews diving for the line to gain. I don't think he got it. He did not. He needed 3. He got 2. Boland on one side, LeMay near side. Now a sweep for Boland. Gets a lead block. What a block! Up the middle. He is gone. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Chippewa Falls. Jackson Boland. Motion man. Double wing look. Toss. Cutting left. Boland gets a big block up the seam. He'll just cut back in, and he'll walk in for the touchdown. Madalena off to his left. Twin receivers, bottom of your screen. Hand off. Madalena cuts forward. He's got a hole. 45, 40s. Driving the legs forward. The ball came out. And Chippewa Falls looks like they have it. And a personal foul face mask adds 15 and an automatic 1st down. Looking to throw, looking deep, looking for Hebert. Got him in stride at the 20, and he falls to the turf at the 17-yard line. Sweep for Boland. And he's in. Touchdown, Chippewa Falls. From 10 yards out. The third score of the game for Bolin. 15-point lead for Chippewa Falls here in quarter number 4. Looking to throw. Quick pass, get knocked down and picked off. In. Touchdown. And 5 unanswered touchdowns for Chippewa Falls. Final score.
Okay, we have an opportunity up 14-0. We didn't have the ball at least once in that opportunity, and we didn't take advantage of it. Okay, I got an offensive lineman tell me we can run all day. We were calling run plays. We're not running all day. Okay, so we got to quit playing some lip service, and we got to go out there and start smoking guys again. Okay, we got to get that chip on our shoulder back. All right, here it is. Okay, here that's what we've done it over with. Now we move on. All right, and remember, tomorrow is the day that we're prepping for next Thursday. That's what it's like. They play physical. They play physical. We have to be able to match them. We have to be able to pound it. We have to do that on both sides.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
And we're back here at Edgar High School. We're at halftime where Stratford leads the Wildcats 14-0. Let's take a look at some of the numbers, unofficial numbers from the first half of football. I've got Edgar for 65 total yards, 48 yards rushing, 17 yards passing for 65 yards, led by Jace Affelbeck, who had 24 yards on 7 carries before going out with that injured ankle. Leighton Shue had 2 catches for 8 yards. And Tucker Strite 3 out of 9 through the air in that first half, but no points on the board. They did have a couple of interceptions. Both Tucker Strite and Gavin Maurer had picks for the Wildcats. Stratford got on the board twice. The first out of fumble recovery. It was Caleb Wrench picking up a fumble and rumbling 15 yards into the end zone. The kick made it 7-0. That was at the 5:22 mark of the first quarter. And then early in the second quarter, it was Jack Tubbs on an 18-yard touchdown pass to Colton Bright, and the kick made it 14-0. 82 total yards of offense for Stratford in the first half, 42 yards rushing, 40 passing, including that 18-yard pass to Bright. Jet Shanehair has 2 catches for 21 yards, and they do have a fumble recovery and a blocked punt. So despite leading 14-0, I mean, Stratford's offense isn't lighting it up either. They've got a defensive touchdown, and they do have the one touchdown pass, but both offenses having problems moving the football here tonight.
The thing is that Stratford took advantage, scored on the turnover with the 15-yard return by Wrench, and they've had great field position. On the touchdown pass, they had great field position. They didn't have to go that far.
And Edgar had chances. I mean, they had 3 possessions inside the Stratford 20, I think, in that first half, and came up empty on all of them, turning the ball on downs on 2 of those, and then the fumble on the other one.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, they had their scoring chances, but Stratford's defense has just been very powerful, and the gang tackling that they've had, you know, it's not just 1 or 2 guys making a tackle. You've got 3, 4, 5 guys, sometimes even 6.
Well, they've been loading the box because they figured that Edgar was going to run the football, and they weren't giving him much running room with all of the 8, 9 guys down in the line and expecting the run. Edgar's going to get the football first here. They won the toss and deferred to the second half, so the Wildcats will go on offense first here. And let's see what they can do with the football on this first possession. Our game brought to you by your game day sponsors, including Edgar Building Supply, Cropping Central, and the Edgar Family Restaurant.
Tom, here's some other scores that Zaleski Sports is covering tonight. Pepin Allman is beating Wisconsin Rapids Assumption 36-0 in the fourth. Brookfield Academy is beating Pacelli 28-6 in the second. Loyal Greenwood surprising Neillsville Granton 26-0 in the second quarter. Amherst, their powerhouse, I think, is back. 36-14 over Shiacton in the second quarter. Abbey is beating Colby 14-0. Marathon is losing to Auberdale, and you'll see the Eagles next week. They're leading 17-14. Freedom is leading Wapaka 38-0. Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire Memorial 36-0. Eau Claire North is losing to New Richmond 21-7 at half. And Jason Zaleski has a sleeper up in Stanley Boyd tonight as the Stanley Boyd Orioles are having a continuous clock against Cadott, and it's 44-0 at halftime.
You mentioned that Loyal Greenwood score. I think Loyal Greenwood is a new co-op team this year,
Yes,
right?
it is. In fact, Greenwood played 8-man last year, and that whole offense only scored like 14 points last year. And so, it's a brand new co-op team, but they've only got like 24 ball players. As we said, teams are short this year.
A number of teams don't have very many players. Edgar took the kickoff back to about the 21-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will have the football to begin this first possession of the second half.
Edgar will start the second half first and 10 at their own.
Yeah, I saw Auburndale last week beat Spencer Marshfield Columbus, so these Wildcats will get Auburndale next week, and Auburndale's a good football team. They're going to be tough.
And I'll see Spencer Columbus next week over in Stratford.
All right, Tucker Stride under center, offset backfield. He's got Schuett wide to the near side. They're going to hand it off and try the left side, and some positive yardage out near the 25 before being driven backwards. And that was Maverick Butt on the carry, getting it out near the 25 for a pickup of about 4.
Along with Alex Chapel. Gain of 3 on the play to bring up 2nd and 7.
Call it 2nd down and 7. They only gave him about 3 yards on that. Schuett comes over to the near side. Single coverage out there. Once again, Stratford showing blitz. And they hand it off. Not much there. They got it out across the 25 to about the 28. Pickup of maybe 4 on that. Hackle on the carry. Call it 3rd down now and about 4.
Gain of 4 on the play. Can bring up 3rd and 4.
Stride under center, offset backfield again. They'll try the right side this time, and nothing doing. It's going to be no gain on the play on the handoff to Will Hackle, and it'll be 4th down and about 4. And a punting situation here for the Wildcats, you would think.
Gain of 3 on the play is going to bring up 4th and 1.
Actually, they gave him positive yardage on that. It's going to be 4th and 1, but they are still going to punt the football, it looks like.
What, they gave him 3 on that?
Yeah, it didn't look like he got that much. Pretty good mark for Edgar, but it's still short of the 1st down. And it brings up a 4th down situation. But you're down 14-0. If you want to try a fake punt in your own on your own end, this would be the time to do it. You only need a yard. Maybe snap it to one of the up guys. No, they're going to punt the ball away. And it's a wobbler. Takes an Edgar bounce down inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line. And that's where Stratford will begin their first possession of the second half.
Punt rolls dead. Where Stratford will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
You look at the penalties. Stratford's been penalized 3 times, Edgar none, and first downs. We talked about Edgar not getting their first down until the 9:07 of the second quarter, and they're ahead in first downs 2-1.
It's a funny game sometimes.
Kind of like golf, isn't it?
All right, Tigers come to the line. Jack Tubbs, the quarterback. He's thrown 2 picks tonight. He also has a touchdown pass. And he'll operate out of the gun. And they're going to hand it off, try the left side, and getting a hole, but closed quickly. Got it across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Reed Miller on the carry.
Tackled by Maverick Butt and Tucker Stride.
Picked up about 5 on that. Call it 2nd down and 5.
Gain of 5 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Tubbs onto the gun again. Hands it off. And powering forward to near the 40-yard line.
Brooks Vanderhoof, the ball carrier.
Ball got it down to the 40-yard line, or near the 40-yard. They're going to be third down and about 2.
Getting 2 on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Tubbs out of the gun again. He's going to keep it himself, and he's not going to get there. He is swarmed under. He didn't get the 40-yard line. It's going to be a 4th down. He might have lost a yard on that.
Tackled by Will Hackle. No gain on the play will make it 4th and 3.
So 4th down and 3, and it's a punting situation for the Tigers. So a good stand by the Edgar defense, and they'll get the football back. Now they just have to do something with it. Punts away. It's going to be a good one. Taking it about the 30-yard line. Ball on the ground, and the Edgar player able to fall on it and cover it up.
There.
Yeah, and lost the ball as well. That's Gavin Maurer, but he fell on it, and Edgar will have the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line.
About a 31-yard punt.
Shewitt's going to go wide right. And Strite hands it off. He bumped into the running back. They had a little miscommunication there, and Maverick Butt got nothing. Maybe lost a yard on that. Call it 2nd down and 11.
Lost one on the play, will make it 2nd and 11.
Maverick Butts carried the ball 7 times for 2 yards tonight.
Strite's going to play action. He wants to throw. Straight drop, and he wants to throw it out to Shewitt. He catches it out across the 35 to about the 38. Going to be short of the 1st down. That pass traveled farther in the air than the amount of yardage it gained. Throwing it across the field, a pickup of about 8.
3rd and 3.
So the Wildcats facing a 3rd down and 3, trying to get a 1st down, trying to get some kind of sustained drive going. They haven't been able to do that here tonight. And they're going to hand it off, and a little bit of running room, but not enough. Well, he's stretching forward. He's going to be close to the 1st down. Second effort got him close. And they're going to say it is a 1st down. They're going to move the chains. That was all second effort right there. That was Maverick Butt. Picked up about 4 on that.
Gain of 4 on the play. That puts the ball at Edgar's 41-yard line. And an Edgar 1st down.
So a 1st down for the Wildcats. Ball just across the 40-yard line. And they're going to try that counter play, and Hackle runs into a man and got knocked down for no gain. Will Hackle, carrier.
Brought down by Jet Shaner.
Or was that Gavin Maurer? It's Gavin Maurer on the carry. And he ran into Shane here and call it no gain on the play.
Mauer a little slow coming off the field there.
They've already lost running back Jace Hasselbeck. I didn't look on the sideline to see if he's still in uniform.
Oh, he's sitting on the bench down here, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Leg is heavily wrapped. He won't be coming back tonight. Play action, rolling out, and Strite avoids the sack. Still on his feet, trying to make something happen with his legs. He's going to be knocked down after a gain of maybe 1. He ran about 15 or 20 yards and picked up 1 on the play.
Scramble. Tackled by Xander Curtis. Gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, he could have easily been sacked for a 15-yard loss on that.
I think that was probably lucky for Stratford, though, because it probably would have been a horse collar tackle. He was about 1 inch away from grabbing the back of his neck of his jersey. All right, it's going to be 3rd down and 7 here for the Wildcats as they try to keep this drive alive. It's a pitch. They're going to try to get it around the end, and they will. First down yardage and more. Will Hackle on the carry, taking that pitch and getting it around the right side. That's the first time tonight that the Wildcats have been able to pick up big yardage and got it around the end. And Hackle did it that time and picked up enough for the first down.
Gain of 8 on the play. Puts the ball at Stratford's 48-yard line. And an Edgar, first down.
Just short of their biggest play. They had a 9-yard pass earlier in the game.
Wingman left. Straight out of the gun. Hands it off. They're going to try the left side now. Cutback. Positive yardage down inside the 45. Maverick Butt on the carry. And a pickup of maybe 4 on that. Call it 2nd down and 6.
Gain of 3.5 on the play. And bring up 2nd and 6.5.
Maverick Butt's been their workhorse. He's carried the ball 4 times already this half, so.
Well, they're moving the ball and running the clock. We're already down under 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Another handoff and positive yardage, but knocked backwards. Not going to get the first down. Down to about the 41-yard line. That's Hackle. Some tough yards right there. Picked up about 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Gain of 4 on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 3.
They're going to call it 3rd and 3. Ball marked at the 41-yard line.
This is a big play for Edgar right here.
Especially trailing 2 scores. You almost feel like they have to score on this drive or this ball game is over. And they're going to try a quick hitter. No, they're going to run the option. Strike keeps it and picks up the first down near the 35-yard line. That was well disguised. Nice fake inside, and then they run the option around the right side. Strike keeps it and gets it down to the 36, and that's enough for a first down.
Gain of 5 on the play. Puts the ball at Stratford's 36-yard line, and an Edgar, first down.
Clock rolling after they move the chains. So they'll probably get 1, maybe 2 plays away here to end the quarter, depending on what they call here. Offset backfield, straight under center. He wants to throw. And he wants to throw deep. It's a wobbler, and it's going to be caught, I believe. It was caught for a first down inside the 15-yard line. Gavin Mauer went up between double coverage and was able to come down and win that fight for the football. About what, 24, 25 yards? 22 on that?
Ball at Stratford's 13-yard line, and an Edgar, first down.
Yep, 23 yards.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter, so the Wildcats trying to keep their hopes alive here. They trail by 2 scores, but are moving the football. They've got a first down when we come back. 14-0 Stratford. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Greg's Groots Appliance is the place for all your home appliance needs. Let owners Greg and Tammy Kornak, along with their staff, provide you with quality appliances. Greg's Gruettes Appliance offers professional delivery, installation, and our own service department. Located in Merrill and proudly serving all of central Wisconsin. Greg's Gruettes Appliance. Service with Wildcat pride. Van Ert Electric is an established leader in the electrical industry in the upper Midwest since 1964 with 5 locations in Wisconsin and a sister company in Michigan. We offer our customers a broad range of services from electrical construction, telecommunications, process controls, HVAC controls, thermal imaging, and arc flash evaluations for your industrial and commercial.
And we're back here at Edgar High School as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Stratford leading 14-0 in this one. But Edgar has the football after the long pass completion. First down and 10 at the 13 of the Tigers.
You know, Wisconsin's got the jump around. We have Neil Diamond.
Sweet Caroline has become a regular song being played at sporting events all over the country, including here at Edgar High School.
I remember when I was with the Rafters back in 2010 and 2011 as their public address announcer, and I'd get the crowd going on that, and they loved it.
Straight out of the gun. He's going to hand it off. They're going to try the right side. Now a cutback by Hackle. He's got positive yardage down inside the 10. They're going to mark him down to about the 6. And that's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards on that for Will Hackle. $25 yards rushing here in the second half for Hackle. He's got 33 in the game. And it's going to be second down and 4. They can pick up a first down at about the 2-yard line.
Reed Miller getting up a little slow there, but he's jogging off the field.
Had an injured player down, but so they come to the line. Offset backfield behind Stride, who's under center. Wing left. And they're going to hand it off to Hackle. He's stuffed. Nowhere to go. Gang tackled near the 5-yard line, depending on where they make the mark. Are they going to just give him the original line of scrimmage? So call it no gain for Hackle on that one. And it's going to be third down and 4.
We'll make it third and 4.
Gavin Maurer, who caught that long pass, has been on the sideline being worked on by the trainer, it looks like. He's limping noticeably on the sideline. Yeah. All right, Schuett's going to go out wide left. Looked like he gave Stride a little signal over there. He's got single coverage. Probably tell him, just throw the ball up down there and I'll out-jump the guy for it. Let's see if that's what they do. He wants to throw. He rolls out. They run the option, and they pitch it out, and they're going to get a touchdown. Beautiful option run for the Edgar Wildcats, taking it in. Maverick Butt on the pitch from Tucker Strite, and Edgar's on the board. It's 14-6 pending the extra point.
Maverick Butt with a 6-yard touchdown run.
That tall receiver was a decoy right there.
So, normally in these situations last year, Edgar would always go for 2 points when they scored a touchdown, but they won't here, or will they? Yes, they will. They're going to go for 2. Shoo it out wide to the near side. Split backfield behind Stride, who's under center. He's going to run the option again. Now he pitches it, and it's Hackle who'll take it in. 2-point conversion once again. The option run to perfection right there by Tucker Strite. And he gave it to Hackle, who got the corner and the end zone. And it's a 2-point conversion. Stratford leading here 14-8. We'll take a break, come back with more. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Edgar Family Restaurant is located just south of Highway 29 in Edgar and open 7 days.
Pattern, it's incomplete through the hands of the intended receiver. That was Jet Shane here, and I think he heard footsteps there. He knew he was going to get hammered if he caught that football, and it went through his hands incomplete.
This is a big defensive drive right here now to stop Stratford.
Absolutely. If the Wildcats have some momentum now, if they can get a stop here, they definitely would give themselves a shot. Stratford would like nothing more than a long, sustained drive, taking a lot of time off the clock, but they threw a pass on that first play, and now they're going to run Tubbs, the quarterback, and he's able to get it out near first down yardage, out across the 35 to about the 38. Going to be near a first down. It is going to be a first down. That's a pickup of 10 on the carry for Jack Tubbs.
No.
Actually, that was Wrench on the carry.
Yep.
Picked up 10.
That's only his second carry tonight.
And he was their leading rusher, I think, in last week's game.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
38-yard line.
First and 10 for the Tigers at the Edgar 37-yard line. Tubbs wants to throw. They run that slant pattern again. It's caught out across the 45. Trying to strip the football from him, but he goes down at about the 45-yard line. Bright makes the catch. Pickup of about 7 on that, second down and 3.
Gain of 7 is going to bring up second and 3.
Tubbs out of the gun. Nice handoff. That was a nice play, nicely drawn up play right there. The man came in motion right to the quarterback, and instead they gave a quick handoff up the middle, and that was enough for the first down.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Pickup of 4 on the carry.
Puts the ball at Stratford's 49-yard line where they have a first and 10.
First and 10, Tigers just shy of midfield.
The more they run this ball, the faster the clock goes.
Yeah. The clock is not the Wildcats' friend right now. Down to 8:27 to play. Stratford still leading 14-8. Tubbs out of the naked gun here. 3 receivers to the right. Tubbs is going to try to keep it. Lost his balance, and he is going to be knocked down for a loss back near the 47-yard line.
Jack Tubbs, the ball carrier.
Loss of maybe 1 on that call. It's second down and 11.
Tackled by Lucas Stockey and Fletcher Weiland. Loss of 1 on the play will make it second and 11.
Badgers are playing tonight, Tom, and they're up 7-0 with 11:42 in the second quarter, and they were favored by 35.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting season for the Badgers. I think here's a handoff, big hole for the Tigers into Edgar territory at about the 45-yard line, maybe the 44.
Reed Miller, the ball carrier.
Pickup of about 7 on that for Reed Miller. And it brings up a second and make that a third down and about 3.
8 on the play. You can make it third and 3.
Big defensive stop here for Edgar.
Third down and 3, and Tubbs will operate out of the gun. 3 receivers in the formation. And they're going to hand it off right up the middle, dancing away. First down yardage across the 40 down to about the 39-yard line. Nice little sidestep by Miller, avoided the initial hit and was able to pick up the first down.
along with Alex Snyder.
Now that's a big one now because now they can kill another 2.5 minutes off the clock.
Puts the ball at Edgar's 39-yard line.
As we're down to 6:21 to play. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. You'd almost be shocked if they put the ball in the air here, right?
Exactly. 4-man front on defense.
Man comes in motion. That's Shane here. And they're going to hand it off straight up the middle again. Once again, a big hole.
Brooks Vanderhoof, ball carrier.
Brooke Vanderhoof on the carry. Picked up about 5 on that. Call it 2nd down and 5.
It looked like he lost his footing a little bit there also.
But right now, the Stratford offensive line is winning the battle up front.
Yes,
They're opening up some nice holes. Clock rolling down to 5:18 to play. 2nd down and 5. Tubbs out of the gun. They're going to hand it off to the man in motion, and he's going to cut it back and get near 1st down yardage, and I think he's got it. Caleb Wrench on the carry.
Yep.
And another 1st down. He picked up about 6 on that. And now things looking a bit desperate here for the Edgar Wildcats.
Puts the ball at Edgar's 28-yard line.
Edgar hasn't lost a football game since the opening night of last season when they dropped a close one to Ellsworth. They ran the table after that. But they are in danger here tonight. Long snap count, taking as much time off the clock as they can. Tubbs is going to keep it himself. No, he hands it off. That was a really good fake. And another hole up the middle, picks up big yardage down near the 20-yard line. Wrench on the carry, picked up about 8 on that, make it 9, call it 2nd down and 1.
He's picked up 25 yards and 3 carries just in the second half.
Well, they're getting just exactly what they needed on this drive. Long, sustained drive, keeping it all on the ground and killing the clock. And if they pick up a 1st down here, you're almost going to force Edgar to use their timeouts. They're going to hand it off again, and this time he stopped. Maverick Butt on the tackle, going to knock him down. I don't think he got there. They're going to say no gain on the play. I believe it's going to be 3rd down and 1. No gain for Reed Miller on a nice tackle by Maverick Butt. 3rd down and a yard. Out of the gun again. Tubbs is going to keep it himself, follows his running back through, and he's going to have the 1st down and more down near the 15-yard line.
Jack Tubbs, the ball carrier.
So Tubbs picks up the 1st down, and that might be the proverbial nail in the coffin right there. Clock starts again after the chains move. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Stratford at the Edgar 15-yard line. We've got the Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. I would imagine Edgar will start using their timeouts here pretty quickly, you would think. Tubbs is going to keep it again, follow his running back through, breaks a tackle and got it down near the 10. Picked up about 5 yards on that. And Edgar will take it, or Edgar will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
At Haugum Law Firm, we work tirelessly to provide the best in estate planning, probate, trust administration, and long-term care nursing home planning in central Wisconsin. In this changing world, we can accommodate virtual and telephone conferences for your convenience or face-to-face meetings in a safe space. Call us today to learn more. Haugum Law Firm, Estate Planning and Elder Law.
Looking for a unique space to host your next event or business meeting? Check out the Milk House at Miltram Farms. You can view the cows being milked by the robots, play in the sand table, or start your own farm on the farm simulator. We have space for up to 125 people indoors, or you can sit outside and enjoy the farm views from our grain bin gazebo and make s'mores on the corn crib fireplace. Check us out on Facebook to see our upcoming events or go to our website at miltramfarms.com to see availability.
Back here at Edgar High School, where the Stratford Tigers are 2 minutes and 23 seconds away from knocking off the Wildcats here tonight. They have the football facing a 2nd down and 5 on the Edgar 15-yard line. And, boy, this is textbook stuff, Mike, this late drive here, killing the clock, marching it down the field, and they're in position now to punch in the game-ending score if they can do it.
Well, yeah, Stratford got the ball. You know, there was 10:38 pretty much on the clock, and they've just run it down. They've threw one pass in that whole thing, that slant, and otherwise they've been running the ball and just letting the clock run.
So it's 2nd down and 5, the ball at the 10-yard line. Tubbs will still operate out of the gun. And he's going to keep it. He's got the edge, and he's going to get it in the end zone, and that'll do it. Tucker Strite tried to come up and make an open field tackle at about the 5, but Tubbs ran right by him. And it's 20-8 pending the extra point on the touchdown run by Jack Tubbs. We want to thank our game day sponsors of tonight's broadcast: Haugum Law, Simplicity Credit Union, Edgar Lanes, BAME Insurance, and DT Bounce Rentals. And they'll line up to kick the extra point. Mason Miller handling the kicking duties for the Tigers. Snap is good, kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-8, back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Kick is good. Making the score, Stratford 21, Edgar 8.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
And we're back here at Edgar High School. Tom King, Mike Steinwagner, and our engineer, producer, Rachel Zaleski, as the Stratford Tigers appear to be going to 2-0 on the young season.
Auburndale.
As they lead here 21-8 over the Edgar Wildcats. Stratford will be on the road next week as well. They take on Spencer Marshfield Columbus in the first conference game of the year. Edgar will be on the road as well next week, traveling to Auburndale. So it doesn't get any easier for the Wildcats after a tough one tonight. They've got a very good Auburndale squad next Friday night.
Reed Miller teeing it up. Deep receive, Austin Schreiber, Maverick Butt, and Gavin Fowler.
Stratford scored first in this game on a defensive score, a fumble recovery. They took in from 15 yards out. Caleb Wrench scored back in the first quarter to make it 7-0. Then it was Tubbs on an 18-yard touchdown pass to Bright in the second quarter. Early in the second quarter, made it 14-0. Maverick Butt got Edgar on the board in the fourth, a 6-yard run with a 2-point conversion, and now this 10-yard run by Tubbs to give Stratford the 21-8 lead. And here's the kickoff return for the Wildcats, bringing it out across the 30 to about the 32 or 33-yard line.
Tackle by Brooks Vanderhoof.
So they have 2:12 on the clock. And they have 2 timeouts remaining.
33-yard line.
Tucker Strite under center. Schuett, single coverage out here on the near side, and they're going to run the option again. Fake the option. Strite keeps it, and now we get a flag on the play. The ball come out. Strite is going to take it out to about the 40-yard line, but there's a flag on the play, and that's going to go against Edgar. That's going to be a holding call, I believe, against the Wildcats, so that'll back them up.
First penalty of the night for Edgar.
Indication is holding on Edgar.
So that'll back him up. Ball's going to be marked at about the 26-yard line. They've got to get to the 44 for a first down. 2:06 to play. And Strite wants to throw. He's being flushed, avoids the sack. He's looking, now he throws, he's got a man, it's going to be incomplete. They had Will Hackle open short, and I don't think that Tucker Strite saw him. He tried to pass it deeper, and it was incomplete, so it's going to be second down and long.
Tell me the last time you saw an Edgar team throw 13 times.
Not often. It might not have happened at all last year that I can think of off the top of my head. But like we said, they just don't have the overpowering rushing attack that they had last year. And then Affelbeck went out with the injury. So they're behind the 8 ball here when it comes to personnel. Now a nice fake and a handoff, and now they're going to pick up maybe 7 or 8 on that. Will Hackle on the carry and got it out to about the 35-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 35, which is going to be third down and 9.
Going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Call it 3rd and 8. Minute 25 to play, clock rolling. Strite's going to roll out, being chased, looking. Now he throws. He's got a man. It's going to be picked off, though. Underthrown. Wow. He tried to throw it across his body, and it's going to be picked off by one of the defensive linemen for Stratford who dropped back in the coverage. That's Walker Weiss, who dropped back in the coverage and got the interception. Big man pick. You got to love that.
And he grabbed that one hand and pulled it in.
Over his shoulder, yeah. Yes. It was a really nice pick as the lineman dropped back into coverage. And the ball was a little bit underthrown as Strite was throwing it across his body again, being chased. But Stratford now can run out the clock here unless Edgar wants to use their timeouts. They're down 2 scores here.
I think we'll interview the 2 guys that intercepted passes tonight. The linemen usually don't get this opportunity.
All right, but Mike's going to head down and talk to Stratford head coach Jason Tubbs. And also we'll get a player of the game in the house as well after this one on the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Stratford's going to keep it on the ground down inside the 45 to about the 42. I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick time out here and come back shortly. After this, you're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And we're back. Edgar has decided they're not going to stop the clock with their timeouts. Stratford took one final snap in victory formation, and the Tigers get a little revenge over the Edgar Wildcats. Edgar dominated them at Stratford last season, and Stratford returns the favor here tonight in Edgar, getting the victory by a score of 21-10. 10-8. We'll take a timeout, come back with the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. Before we head to the break, let's just recap the scoring quickly for you. Stratford got on the board first. That defensive fumble recovery for a touchdown by Caleb Wrench at the 5:22 mark of the first quarter. The kick made it 7-0. Then it was an 18-yard touchdown pass early in the second quarter from Jack Tubbs to Colton Bright. And it was 14-0 with the kick. Edgar got on the board, but it wasn't until early in the fourth quarter. Maverick Butt on a 6-yard run on the option, a 2-point conversion, made it 14-8. And then the dagger from the Tigers at the 2:18 mark of the fourth quarter, a 10-yard run by quarterback Jack Tubbs. And that finished it up, and then the interception by Walker Weiss stopped the final possession of the Wildcats. All right, we'll take the break, come back with Mike. He'll be down on the sidelines with the Stratford head coach Jason Tubbs and a player of the game in the house as well. When we come back, you're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Walking around standing like
Tigers took down the Edgar Wildcats 21-8 in an outstanding defensive battle between two of the powerhouses in Wisconsin. And with me is one of the players of the game, is Caleb Wrench. Caleb, great ball game tonight, but I want to talk about the interception you had earlier in the ball game for that first score, the second score of the ball game, and what went through your mind as you were going into that end zone?
When I ripped it out of the guy's hand. Yeah, so Jace Affelbeck, he had the ball carrying it, and he got wrapped up, so I just went in there. We always have drills where we just... And so I just took off towards the end zone.
Great ball game. And then all of a sudden down here, running the clock out, they gave you the ball just to run the clock down. You're sure-handed running back to seal the victory.
Yeah, the coaches trust in all of us, so we split the ball a lot. We have Jack, Jet, Reed, Brooks, and then me too. So we have a ton of ball carriers, and just give it to the fresh guy.
Okay, and just stick around here a little bit. And Walker, linemen don't get a lot of credit, and we're going to give you credit. And that was a great interception, a one-handed catch, pulled her in. You don't see that very often by a lineman. Tell us how you stepped in front of him.
I mean, we needed to play on defense there towards the end of the game to wrap it up, and probably should have been rushing the QB, but I seen his eyes and I went for the ball.
Okay, you guys played a great defensive ball game today, and against a very good Edgar ball club. And I had you guys for, offensive-wise, I had Edgar for only 143 total yards, and you guys did a great job. I know they lost Apfelbeck earlier in the ball game, but you guys stepped her up and played great defense.
Yes, sir. They're a great team. Great team, and they came to play, and we came to play, and big plays happened, and just turns out that we came away with the win.
All right. You guys know how this is done? Yep. You're in the house.
You go first.
All right. I'm Caleb Wrench.
I'm Walker Weiss.
And we're in the house.
All right. And we got Coach Jason Tubbs coming here. Jason, great ball game against, two of the perennial powerhouses in the state of Wisconsin. And I mean, you don't get to see a ball game like this where you have two defending state champions playing each other, the second ball game of the next season.
And they're going to be physical. And, I was telling our guys, you look up Smash Mouth football in Wisconsin, you're going to see the Stratford and Edgar rivalry. They play hard, they find our weaknesses, and we, luckily tonight was our number, and it's been a pretty historic group of guys that we're going against year in and year out against those.
Exactly. And I know it was a defensive battle. I mean, I had Edgar for only 143 total yards, and I had you for 156. So, I mean, you guys had great field position, and the defense did a great job in that first quarter, even that first half, and held them. In fact, they had chances to score in that second quarter, but the defense stepped it up.
Yeah, super proud of our guys. Bend but don't break kind of mentality, and backs against the wall. Super great to see them deal with the adversity, hold them in the first half. Didn't give them momentum going into halftime. And then we got the ball back. They kept us. They had the ball for a long time, but then after we give up the touchdown, what do? We go on a 70-yard drive to kind of finish it out.
Well, exactly. I mean, you ran the clock down. I mean, there was like 8 minutes left from the ball game. I mean, if they hold you guys, get the ball back, we've got ourselves a ball game. But then Jack lands up going in to seal the victory.
Yeah, our offensive line says we can run this way, coach. Just got to trust us, and we did, because we listened to our players, because they're out there battling every down.
All right. Jason, we'll see you next week when you take on Spencer Columbus, and enjoy the Labor Day weekend.
Again, thanks for the coverage. Appreciate it.
You betcha, no problem. All right, so we're going to end it here. As for Tom King and Rachel Zaleski, I'm Mike Steinwegner, and tonight, as the Stratford Tigers take down the Edgar Wildcats here at Edgar, the final score of the Stratford Tigers 21 and the Edgar Wildcats 8. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.